Hi everyone. We've got the final day of Dark Visions number 8 on Global. We do have, what's the boss's name? Dark Tunnel Armor, exactly. He's our Dark Ice mech boss for this magic stage, and this is the team I'll be using. Now, there is an easier way to do this. If you have Yoshikiri, you can pretty much take out Cyrus, you can take out technically half of the team, basically. But anyway, I don't have Yoshikiri, so yeah, we have to think around that a little bit. Let's start off with Umbral Dragon Dark Fina. I picked her instead of Aerith, for example, because Umbral Dark Fina has 50% innate mech killer, plus she can self-buff 50%, but the self-buff won't matter, we do have Cyrus for that. Anyway, she has 50% innate mech killer, which is more than Aerith does, she has 0. Alright, as you can see, that's the gear she's using. She's using Ibarra's STMR, she's using Quistis, who was free, and a few other very decent items. Excuse me, I do have a runny nose today. Alright, these are the abilities. Now, she has exactly 50% Machina Killer. Magic Machina Killer is very rare, so that's the reason why I put it all on Ibarra, just so she can blast the boss into oblivion, pretty much. Now, oh, by the way, I should mention, everyone on the team needs at least 0... I don't know anymore. I believe... Let's check. I don't know, I don't want to tell you bullshit. Fire and light, exactly. Everyone needs fire and light at least 0%. And Grimlot Sakura will take care of the rest of will take care of the rest. Now let's move on to Zorn. The usual passive provoke evasion. I gave him Lion Emblem just in case Sakura doesn't get her LB ready by turn 2. And yeah, he's immune to all the statuses. Now, Saul is the DPS. He's wearing quite decent damage gear since he doesn't really have that much Machina Killer. Let me just check, 70%. I geared him for the maximum amount of magic, which results in 4.8k. These are the abilities, and he's using Ibarra's Vision card because it has 110 magic. His Brave Shift doesn't matter, it's ice anyway. We are not using ice, we are dealing strictly dark damage today. Next up, Operative Zorn, Operative Cyrus, sorry. He will buff the Machina Killer, which Zorn will steer, and he's also going to chip in some damage. Now, as you can see, I only have 1080 MP, which is the reason why I gave him 3 stars. Whoops. So 3 stars, while the stats are bad, it boosts MP by 33%, and the kicker is 50% MP skill reduction. And we all know that Cyrus has a super expensive ability, Blacklisted, which originally cost 999 mana. Now it's only 500. Next up, oh, by the way, these are the abilities he's using. Nothing too surprising, I guess. I made sure that everyone is very close to the maximum amount of magic and true dual hand or true dual wield equipment. Next up is Grimlot Sakura. Now her brave, non-brave shifted form really doesn't matter. All she'll be doing there is buffing the team. I could have left it naked, to be honest. She's on Saul's Vision card, by the way, if you've wondered where that one ended up. And she too has 0% fire or light resistance. And in her Brave Shift, she's a true dual hand mage. She doesn't have the 6x chain cap as a dual wielder, so a single wielding or true dual handing is perfectly fine. And also easier to gear. Now, she will... I left out the third ability slot I don't have anything to do. I don't have anything to fill this with. Now, if I had another materia for Machina Killer, I would use it, but she's gonna chain Chaos Wave Awakened, and other than her bolting strike, the Chaos Wave Awakened chain does not profit from physical type of killers, if I'm not mistaken, that is. So these are the abilities, and the vision card, her job is pretty much to I'll be on turn 2 and quad cast if she can. I'm not quite sure, honestly. We'll see when I get there. Or triple cast her what's it called? Scythe Reap on turn 3. And lastly, the star of the show, Ibarra. Now her non-brave shifted form doesn't really matter. You only need to make sure 0% light and fire resistance. The rest doesn't matter. Now what matters is that you give her 10,000 needles. She will need that because the boss does, apparently he does a non-elemental attack to all of our team. And we need to dodge that, which is the reason why she gets 10,000 needles. And on turn 2, we'll be using Zorn's limit burst for more than 1 Mirage stack. Oh, I forgot to show her Brave Shift. So this is the Brave Shift she's using. Holographic Transceiver is Machina Killer, which is super good. I believe it's 50 or 70? 50%, yep. She's also using Black Rosalia, which provides LB damage, 30%. High damage gear. Well, technically she's a little bit short on magic, but that's fine. As you will see, she's on Starlight Elena's vision card, by the way. She has 300% magic, Machina Killer, and 205 LB damage, which is enough for this fight. She has full true dual wield and full magic cap. She will deal most of the damage, and yeah, I'm fairly certain to cap, but I'm not honestly sure. I did a test run earlier today when I was on my way home, and that looked bad. But maybe that's the reason for that is that my phone, I can't, for the life of me, I cannot chain Chaos Wave Awakened on my phone, so maybe that was the reason. We'll see. Anyways, I'll make a quick cut and get right to the fight thereafter. So see you in a moment. Alright, let's do this and hopefully cap. I'm still not quite confident in capping this, but we'll see, So, no preemptive attack, which is always a good thing. I do have my script over here, by the way. As you can see right now, what I'm gonna do, so I don't mess this up like the last times. Alright, now, on turn 1, Dark Fina will limit burst. Well, let me do this like this on the other monitor. Now, Operative Cyrus is going to start rolling his mechanical maneuver for the Machina Killer, and he'll Shadowy Spectre 3 times. Grimlot Sakura will Grim Candy Master, she will buff Candy Feast and Candy Treat. Neovision Soul, all he'll be doing pretty much is Blessing of Darkness, I believe. Let me quickly check. Yep. Now I could use this on turn 2 to fill Cyrus's MP, but I don't need it. Right, Blessing of Darkness. And Ibara is going to use 10,000 needles because the boss does a non-elemental attack on turn 1. Now, I don't need... Now, technically, if your Sakura's LB gauge didn't fill by now, you could use Rallying Cry. And I'm just gonna use Rallying Cry, there's nothing else to do. I could steal buffs right now, immediately, but no need to. Right now, the boss does some attacks on Zorn, he resists and dodges them all. Here is the non-elemental attack, which we dodged. Now, I'm not really sure whether the boss does this again. On my test runs he didn't, but we can use Mastermind Zorn's LB, so he provides Mirage twice for the whole team. So let's do this, because we don't need him just now. And Operative Cyrus will use Blacklisted. He will also use Elemental Infiltration, Shadowy Spectre. Let's have him go first. Now he does have enough MP, but if you don't have the 3 stars materia, ring I mean, you could use an elixir from Saul on Cyrus, that would do the trick as well. Now Ibarra will get herself ready, which means Debilitating Allure, Spiritual Possession for the 80% Spirit Break, and the last one is pretty much up to you. I'm gonna use Inazuma, because why not? The boss is tanky anyway. And let's have Sakura shift. She will limit burst. Umbral Dragon Dark Fina will get herself ready. So she is going to use Sorceress Aura, Dark Impact twice, and Aura of Darkness to fill her LB. Although it is filled, let's just use it anyway. Sol is going to guard. He doesn't have anything to do right now. Or is there? I don't think so. No, there's nothing he can do. Okay, Sol's gonna guard. Mastermind Zone will LB for us. And Sakura will imperil the boss by 300%. Now let's see what the boss is going to do, but I don't believe he's going to do anything super surprising. Yep, there we go. Oh, I guess the last attack was a non-elemental attack. I don't know. Okay, so let's have Zon. Critical on Cyrus, critical on Ibara, and Share. Now everyone has the good buffs. Ibara, easiest job, as she's just going to limit. Umbral Dragon Dark Fina is going to, let me just go onto my list. She will use Dragon King Raw Dark, Dark Impact twice, and finish with Dark Mega Flare. Operative Cyrus, what identity? Shadowy Spectre 4 times. Grimlot Sakura is going to use... Why does she not have Quadcast, by the way? Did I miss something? Oh, I should have... Oh, oops. That might be bad. Oh, we'll see. And Saul is going to use Darkness Speed. Okay, and now let's hope we cap. That's the correct macro. Yeah, that looks like a cap. Let's hope the damage is fine as well. It is. Perfect. That should have been cap. I saw big numbers on Ibarra. Excellent. My greatest worry is out of the way for this fight. Perfect. I was super worried about this fight because there's so little mech killer, but it's fine. Awesome. Alright, I'll see you on the next one.